Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First, I'm going to start off with my moisturizer. This moisturizer is a Cure Day Cream. It's awesome. It smells like oranges. And then I'm going to be using the Smashbox Primer Water just to prime and prepare our face for all of this glam. Then I'm using Burt's Bees Mango Chapstick. It smells amazing. You should always use chapstick before you do all of your makeup. And today I'm going to be using the Infallible Pro Matte Wear and then the Fit Me Matte and Poreless. And I'm going to be using these two because they're two different shades. So I'm going to be using the Infallible first, which is the lighter shade. I'm going to be putting that all underneath my nose, on my nose, my under eye area, my chin, and the middle of my forehead just to highlight it. And then I'm going to go in with the Matte and Poreless, which is a darker shade. I'm going to do that up around my hairline, on my jaw, and then just blend that into my cheeks. The Infallible Pro Matte Wear I'm using in shade 101, and in the Fit Me Matte and Poreless I'm using shade 115. And then I'm just going to go in with some Maybelline concealer, and then I'm just going to conceal my under eye area in like a triangle shape. And I'm just going to use a beauty blender, and I'm going to get that a little damp and then just go in and blend out all of that concealer on my under eye area. And then I'm going to go in with the dark circle eraser and then just do that on my areas where I need a little more highlight, like under my lip, on my chin, my nose, and in my T-zone, which your T-zone is just right above your eyebrows and the middle part of your forehead. And then I'm just going to go in with that damp beauty blender and then blend all of that in again. Just taking some of this yellowish base powder, and then I'm going to place that right underneath my eye where I put that concealer just to set it and give it a little bit more brightness. And I'm also using the Bye Bye Pores by IT Cosmetics, and I'm just going to go in with that now, and then I'm going to set everything else and maybe put a little underneath my eyes just to hold and set everything together. And then I'm just going to leave that there while I do the rest of my makeup, and later I'll brush it off. I'm going to be using the Fit Me Shine Free Foundation Stick, and I normally don't use this when I'm doing contouring. However, I wanted to use it because I know some people do use cream contour kits. This is nice if you want to set your contour and you want it to last a really long time. I'm going to be using the foundation stick to contour my face, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to use powders over it, so it's going to last a little longer and it's going to be a little bit more dramatic than just using cream or powder. If I was gonna do like a heavy contour look, I would be using a lot more of this foundation stick than what I'm using, but I'm just really used to the powder, the Anastasia contour kit, so I was just gonna use this and then use the contour kit over it to set it. So I'm still kind of doing like a natural contour look, but if you want more of a dramatic look, then you can use more of the foundation stick. When blending out your jawline, make sure you push the product downward, that way it'll go underneath your chin and you won't have a crazy dramatic line. I'm not going to be blending my cheek contour all the way in because I want a little bit of that product still there when I go in with the contour palette. And again, I'm just taking my damp beauty blender and I'm going to take this and I'm going to push it upward. And I'm going to just keep this in the hollows of my cheekbones so it's a little bit more natural and not super dramatic. Now going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette, I'm going to be using this red tone and I'm just going to be going right over my cheekbones where I had left some of that product. Squeezing your brush like this can really help you precisely get into the hollows of your cheekbone. So if you do have a semi-fluffy brush, squeeze it so it's longwise and then just go in right in the hollows and then blend it all out. Using the Age Rewind Dark Circles eraser again, I'm just going to go right underneath that contour just to sharpen it and give it a little more depth. I do like my contour to be pretty dramatic on my cheekbones, so if you don't like that, then you can totally skip this step. I'm also just using my beauty blender and I'm pulling that product down. I'm not pushing it up, I'm just pulling it down into my jawline. That way I'm not smearing or screwing up any of the contour I previously did. Going into my contour palette again, I'm going to be using this lighter red based color and I'm going to just be doing that on my temples, up and around my forehead on my hairline. Now I'm just going to take my fluffy tapered brush and I'm going to dust off all of that setting powder that I had already put on my face. I'm going to be using the True Match Lumi Liquid Highlighter, and again, I normally don't use liquid, but I'm just throwing this in there in case there are people that prefer that. It also is like a really nice base if you're going to use like a powdered highlighter over it. It just gives it like double the glow. So I'm just going to put that right above my cheekbones and blend that in, and I'm going to end up using my finger because this stuff is super stubborn and did not want to blend. So again, that liquid highlighter is just priming my face for this powder. So it's gonna be double the glow. It's super pretty. This is the True Match Lumi powder highlighter. I'm just gonna go in everywhere I used the highlighter previously. I mean, seriously, look at that highlight, ladies. It's so pretty. I look like a fairy. I love it. Now going back in with that foundation stick, I'm going to use a small angled brush and just put some of that product on the brush and contour my nose. Then I'm just going to blend it out with my damp beauty blender again, and when I'm doing this, I'm going to be pushing the product down the side of my nose, not to the top, just because I want to cast like a shadow around my nose to make it look thinner. Back to the Lumi liquid highlighter, I'm going to just be placing a thin amount of this on my nose and then go in with the powder and set that and give it even more of a glow. With the excess powder that is on the brush, I'm just going to do it right above my eyebrows and then down my nose and then on my chin and just right around my jaw. Now I'm going to set all of our hard work with the Smashbox Primer Water, and then I'm going to go in with the NYX Liquid Lipstick. I don't normally wear this stuff, but I really love this color. For some reason, I seem to think that it makes my lips way dry. And it doesn't matter if I'm wearing chapstick previously or not. For some reason, it's just really drying to my lips. However, if you want to give it a try yourself, the color is Tea and Cookies. And there you have it, girl. We're finished. You contoured. You finally contoured. Again, this is a very subtle contour look. However, I did notice that in the natural light it was more intense and it was very beautiful. I have a couple pictures, so I will put them in the video. Enjoy, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.